Hey guys, Jim Bounds at Motorhome Rehab Ranch, and I am probably at what I would call the southern mecca of transmissions. Yeah, it's in Rockledge, Florida. I just drove an hour and a half to get here, and there's a reason. You know, in the videos we were talking about before, we said there were two things in a transmission. There was the transmission itself, and as long as you clean your clean room and you know what you're doing, somebody can build a transmission.
Absolutely.
You know what to do. Now, I tell you something that happened on this one that we're doing now. You know the outer seal on the pump? It was square. They sent a square seal,
Oh, yeah.
not a scraper
How are
seal.
you?
I'm doing well.
So yeah, so you kind of need to know
You go ahead. Did I
a little
do
bit what you're
something
looking
No,
at.
you're good.
Yeah.
But other than that, the
You're not
transmission
gonna-
is
you
pretty well
can't.
cut and dry.
I'm telling you, you gotta tell
It's the
everybody.
torque converter,
Oh,
gentlemen.
that's
We
the
talked
only
about
one that you
this.
don't do no wrong.
It's the torque converter because coming out of the motor, this sucker is bolted right to the flywheel. All of the torque to pull 12,000 pounds goes through this. All right, now and again we talked about this, but there's a B3 that is a torque converter.
Right.
There's a B52, supposed to be a little stronger.
Yep.
But we can unwind those with no problem. Okay? The reason I came here to Rockledge was this torque converter. And hi,
How you doing?
your name?
Johnny.
Johnny, this is Johnny.
Yep.
Johnny is in charge of building the world here, I guess, everything. And
You got a customer coming. Yeah.
oh,
He's got to finish work.
well, we'll bring him in and say hey. Anyway, Johnny, talk a little bit about what we did to this torque converter.
Well, the converter basically, we cut them, we cut them, we get them all apart, we clean them all up, we inspect all the fins, we either furnace braze or tack weld the fins
Right.
down.
That's
So-
one of the specs.
So all of the fins will come loose in time if you tack weld them all down, and that works out really well, and they don't come
I don't
loose.
understand why they don't tack weld or something, the regular torque converters. Those things are just bent over.
Yep, just
It's
fold it over and that's it, and
That's-
it works, but it won't last for long, especially if you were in a diesel, it won't last long at all, cause they rattle it to
Right.
death.
It'll shake them
But-
apart.
In the motorhome, you have a lot of force going through there, so,
Yeah.
a lot of oil, a lot of force.
When I came and brought this, my torque converter had a 6-plate pattern.
Six pads.
Yep. Now, Oldsmobile normally has 3.
Three is the most common, the sixes are a little harder to find.
What do they use? I mean, where do you see those?
Big trucks, usually box trucks.
Uh-huh. What do they do to
motorhomes.
it? Anything special, or they just didn't know what engine's gonna go to it?
Yeah, they didn't do a whole lot of differences in them. There is some of them are a little bit tighter than others, but they don't really change them much. They're very, very run of the mill, high production. Run it, get it,
Get her
move
done.
it, move it, move it, move it. You know,
Right.
so
Well, one of the
Just takes time.
specifications that I asked you about on this were balloon plates.
yeah.
Can you explain to me what a balloon plate is?
So there's a plate in the front, you can have one in the back as well, and it welds to the top to reinforce the part where it would try to balloon the converter apart. So the plate tries to stiffen it up, keeps the bearing straighter, keeps everything all together. a
One
lot
of the
better.
problems that our motors seem to have is that the thrust bearing on the crank is eating a lot.
Right,
And ballooning torque converters are one of the things
Yep.
that we find sometimes is a problem.
yep, for sure.
And the more torque you put to it, the more it's gonna wanna
Push apart.
push
Yep.
apart. So that's the reason that we get balloon plates. Another specification is a Allison needle bearing center thing.
Right.
Talk to me about
A
that.
little bit larger bearing, a little bit better piece, a little thicker. It's a real nice piece. That's a good piece there.
Is there anything else you could think of that we could put in this torque converter?
That's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty tough piece. I mean,
Yeah.
you're all the way where you should be. It's stronger than it needs to be, but it's definitely something that should live a good time.
Well, that's what we need to do. I mean, we know that it's either 10,000 pounds or 12,000
Yep.
pounds.
You keep the oil changed, the converter should live. As you got bearings in there, if the oil gets burned up, it starts.
So
Starts
you're
taking
saying periodically dump the 5
Service.
quarts or so and
Yeah,
change the
Yep.
filter?
yep, change the filter every so often and I'd rather see you change the oil twice to the filter. I mean, you could get, a better result that way.
I see. So you need to keep the fluid nice and
Keep
red.
the viscosity in there to keep the bearing life together.
Okay, well,
All right.
this torque converter will be going into the transmission that Rich is building. I had him build a second one. It's hard for him to build 2 torque converters. They're building half a dozen at a time. And it took a little bit of time because, I mean, you gotta slow down and build 2. That's kind of tough. I mean, that's why I never said a word to you.
Right.
Whatever you need, you take the time to
Yep.
do it. That's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna build this first one. This goes in the coach. We're gonna show you how it works. We also hooked up a pressure gauge to the 1/8" pipe thread port.
Okay. Yep.
And you've ever heard of Skycraft?
Mhm.
I went to Skycraft to get a gauge.
Yep.
It looks like one of those clocks that one of the guys had.
Yeah.
But
Nice
I'm gonna mount
gauge,
it.
but you got a nice size gauge.
I
You
got
can
a
read
nice
it,
gauge.
read it very fast.
Right, so when I go to these rallies or something, I can show you guys about it and how to hook that up. It's a real indicator. What do you think that the pressure normally should be on that gauge?
You're probably gonna be around 100 pounds, 90, 100, if, somewhere around there.
So at least 100
You
pounds.
know, well, you'll see. I think they run between 65 and 95, I believe is what the book tells you. You'd have to look and see. But usually you'll see around a 90, 95 pound.
You
Lower vacuum, a little bit higher pressure. Higher vacuum, a little lower pressure.
I see.
So depending how fresh the motor is, depending how much it pulls the modulator, and it makes difference.
Something we ran into actually day before yesterday. He was putting it together, putting the valve body on. And the bolts, he says that they call for 8 PSI on the bolts.
8 pounds?
Yeah. Inch pounds.
Inch pounds, yeah.
He had it on inch pounds, snapped a bolt.
Yeah, I see that every now and then. The bolts are old, so
Yeah, so we're gonna change all the bolts on
it's quarter 20s.
Yeah.
A lot of them. There's a couple 5/16 in there,
we're
but
gonna
mainly
put some
quarter
nice
20,
strong
so-
bolts in there. Another
Yeah.
another thing, I think I told you, we found a square seal instead of the scraper seal on the
Yes.
pressure thing. We had to order. The company that made the kit was unaware. We had to go to another company and buy that one seal.
Okay.
The oil pump, right at the edge of the gears, there were some little lines,
Mm-hmm.
and it was pumping pressure until I put it in gear and put that pump in there, that seal in there. But we changed the pump, changed
Okay.
both gears. There wasn't any scoring on the little half round thing there.
Crescent, yep.
So we should be able to get as much pressure
Yep.
as we can get out of that thing. We're not just trying to build a transmission. I mean, we went all the way down to the seal bearing in the very back of it. We took it completely apart.
Yeah.
A lot of transmission shops will find the problem and they'll fix it and put it back in a 12,000 pound vehicle.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, and it happens, it's what causes everybody to be scared and they're not gonna do a transmission until they have to.
Right.
Well, I was doing a shakedown run, I was in Jacksonville. It was $1,000 just to tow it back.
Right.
you know. And guys, the way that you can not have that happen, if you're, what do you think, over 100,000 miles? I mean, they seem to really last well.
Right.
But if it's over 100,000 miles, it's, you know, the pump gears, the seals, all that stuff.
It's about time.
Yeah, I would think
Yep.
so, you know.
Yep.
What we're trying to do is to get a program going where they can order a transmission in a box, get it,
Right.
get their buddies together, jack that thing up, have a party, and get the transmission out and put a new one in.
Right.
You know, that's what we're here for.
Clean those cooler lines.
Cooler lines, that's right.
Anything in those cooler lines is
Well, the
it's gonna go right
specification
back
is
in.
you've got to use a new cooler and new lines, preferably 3/8.
Okay. Yep.
We're trying to go to 3/8. I'm also putting an inline temperature gauge
Okay.
just on the output line.
Right.
So we see exactly the energy that was just done. So you can drive it with the hills. You know, start to
Yes.
prep up, you can slow down a little bit. But, you know, these are the things, if it's built well, you've got the good parts, and you had the right guy work on it. That's what this is all about, guys. I know, don't just watch this for entertainment. Take it seriously. I know it's a lot of money. I know it's a lot of energy. That motor, that transmission is in the middle of that motorhome. It ain't like you just pull the hood up in a 6-pack, you'll get it out.
Oh yeah.
We charged 24 hours when I had my business R&R.
Yeah.
You know, and I couldn't help it. I'm so happy I closed. I don't have to charge $150 an hour. Oh my.
Yeah.
I mean, I was embarrassed at $95 an hour.
Yeah.
But it's something you can't get away from. It's something you really need. And I appreciate you guys watching. I want you to take this to heart. The next video, now that we have this and we have our seal, we've got all the drums made. There he is.
Hey, young man, how you doing?
I am the best you ever heard. Come on over here, Lynn. Come on over here. I'm taking a video. I want to introduce you. Who are you?
John Weir Sr.
You running this whole place, huh?
I guess my old age is. My son here, he's doing a fantastic job, and he helps me out a tremendous amount.
Well, I opened this by saying this is the Mecca, the southern Mecca of transmissions right here. You know, I mean, you know, you guys built us a couple of torque converters, and we talked about how important to having a torque converter to pull 12,000 pounds is.
That's for sure.
You know, and so, you know, he showed me all the things we did, balloon plates and brace fins and all that kind of stuff. And
We reassure them all the way around so they won't balloon or fin destruction.
absolutely.
Yeah. And it makes them pretty good. It lowers the RPMs in the high gear.
Yeah, this is also a low stall.
Low stall, that's what I mean.
Absolutely.
It lowers it.
Yeah, we want a low stall. Well, look, I appreciate what you guys do. I just drove over here from Orlando just to get this thing. And it's important to me. It's important to me that we have this. There are some other places around the country and all this, but you guys have always been my go-to.
Yeah.
And
We've done quite a few for you
oh yeah, yeah.
throughout the years.
Back in the day, when I closed up, I told some of the other people, you know, your contact and to try to get them to use you more. And unfortunately, they did not completely follow through. Let's just leave it there. It's important. If you're on the West Coast, we can find somebody over there, you know, but this is what you need.
Yep.
This is what you need. Well, look, thank you for the time. I forgot my tripod, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, I want to get a good handshake
All right,
and
we
eye
got it.
contact.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And this baby will be in a motorhome soon. All right. Well, that's it. Thank you for a few minutes. And the next video will be putting this baby together. All right. See you later.